Oh, I thought I was taking a picture. Hey dolls! Okay, so yes, I'm finally doing the video about my iPhone. Okay, so this is a really long story. I'm going to try not to make this a really super long video. So, starting from the beginning, I got an iPod Touch 4G, which is the one that I've shown in my iPod Touch videos, or my iPod videos, and I got it when I graduated high school about 2.5, 3 years ago or something like that, and I still have it. And then I also had an old iPod Shuffle, like one of those cheapy, like $40 cheap ones, and I put it on Craigslist and I ended up trading it for an LG Double Play, which is like an Android touchscreen that has like the QWERTY keyboard or whatever, and then it has a dual screen on it, on the keyboard portion, like in the center of the keyboard. And after I got that phone, so at this point I had my iPod and I had my Android phone. After I had gotten the phone, a couple days afterwards, I got a little bit frustrated. So I ended up cracking the screen, and the screen was all shattered and broken and everything. So I was still, I actually text through an app. I don't have like a monthly phone plan or anything like that. So I just text over Wi-Fi for free. So I use the texting app or whatever. But anyway, so I had the screen all cracked, but I dealt with it. And I dealt with the cracked screen for months, actually. And then I finally told myself, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see how much it is to fix this screen. And I'm going to, you know, sell or trade this phone once the screen is fixed. Just because I've been wanting an iPhone for so long and so long and so long. So I finally got the screen for it. My mom loaned me $40. So keep in mind, $40. My mom loaned me $40 to buy the new replacement screen for the phone. Now, excuse me, got lots of coughs still. But my boyfriend has a friend who works or who runs a cell phone shop. So he figured, okay, well I can go to him and he'll do it for cheaper. And before we even went to go do that or anything, my friend had been talking to my boyfriend. They actually met, and he was a friend of mine from like elementary school, and they met, and it's a guy, and they met, and then they became good buddies or whatever, and then my boyfriend started working on my friend's truck, which is now his friend in a way. If this is too confusing, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make it as least confusing as possible, but anyway. So he started working on his truck and everything, and they became best buddies. So one day, my friend decided to upgrade to the iPhone 5. And then my boyfriend was like, oh, well, how much do you want for the phone? Because Amanda wants one really bad, but we don't want to pay, you know, top dollar for a brand new phone if all she's going to do is, like, you know, text and Wi-Fi and stuff. Excuse me. And so he's like, oh, well, I'll just give her the phone, but in exchange, you have to do work for me on my truck. So he gave me his old iPhone 4, and my boyfriend paid him back by fixing his truck, but the iPhone that he gave me, the Wi-Fi antenna was out. So I literally couldn't go more than 2 to 3 feet away from my router without the Wi-Fi not working. So all those pictures and stuff that I had been posting on Instagram were taken with that camera on that iPhone, obviously, but I had to be within 2 feet of the router in order to upload them. My room is in the basement. The router's upstairs. It wouldn't work at all. So I had to go back to using my iPod while, I had to go back to using my iPod because I had erased everything off my Android phone because I wanted to go get it fixed. Anyway, so we took the Android phone and we took the new iPhone and we went up to my boyfriend's friend who runs the cell phone shop, and we asked him if he would fix the Wi-Fi antenna. He said, yeah, that's a $75 job, but I'll do it for you for only $40 because I like you, pretty much. So that was luck right there. My boyfriend told me that he would pay for it, and it was just a present for me, pretty much. So anyway, and then the Android screen the guy said that it was over $100 job and it would take like 3 hours because I ended up buying the wrong part, and he had to like solder it all off and heat it and peel the glue up, and it could break in the process, and just this huge hullabaloo. And he said, but you know what? You're a friend of mine, so I'm only going to charge you whatever you're willing to tip me, or whatever you're going to tip me. And so that was really, really awesome. But anyway, they were fixing the Wi-Fi antenna, and then the Wi-Fi antenna didn't work. And the guy came out and said that after trial and error a couple times of trying to fix the antenna, the guy came out and he said, it's not just the antenna, there's something to do with your hardware. I can't fix it unless you pay me a boatload more money, pretty much. And it was like $200 or $300 to fix, and for that price I could just buy a new phone. So I was like, no, we're not even gonna do that. So I asked them, I was like, how much would you buy this broken iPhone off me right now? How much would you buy this for? And they're like, oh, well, we'll give you 40 bucks for it. So I was like, okay, cool, that's 40 bucks. But I asked them about my Android screen, we dropped it off, everything, and then I came back home and I started using only my iPod again, and my iPod is fine and dandy, but it's only an 8 gigabyte, and I'm a very, very, very big picture person. And let's just say I only had like 20 megabytes left of space on it because I had so many pictures and all of my social media account apps and everything like that, and it just kept freezing. My iPod would freeze because it was so full. And also the battery life is kind of going out on it, so it doesn't last as long. It lasts probably about maybe an hour if I stretch it, because I accidentally overcharged the battery several times before I knew that you're not supposed to do that. And the iPod Touch 4G's batteries are completely and totally near impossible to replace. I know that they're like soldered in and you have to, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to go there. I asked the cell phone guy how much he would charge me for that to replace the battery on the iPod, because then I'd be fine. But he said that he won't even touch them because they're too much of a pain to work on. So that was pretty much a fail there. But anyway, I went back to using my iPod Touch to text and do all of my social media stuff on and everything like that while my Android phone was in the shop. Well, to this day, my Android phone is still in the shop. Hasn't been fixed. It's been in there for probably 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. And my thought was, oh, well, I could fix that phone and then just trade it straight across for an iPhone. Or I could sell it and then buy an iPhone, you know, off of like Craigslist or something. But anyway, so it like still in the shop, still a pain in the butt, and he's just, the guy's just like not working on it. He's letting me down like crazy. So in my possession still, as of yesterday, I had my broken iPhone that didn't work, the Wi-Fi antenna was broken or whatever, and then I had my iPod. Now, last night I actually got my legit iPhone. Yes, the iPhone that I showed in the video before, like when I told you guys that I was going to do it, and when I showed off a case or two, that was the broken iPhone. Like, I literally couldn't just sit here and go on Facebook real quick. I couldn't do that with the other one. This one I can. Everything works on this one. But anyway, so my boyfriend told me, okay, well, because I didn't want to sell the old iPhone for $40 and sell my iPod. I put my iPod on Craigslist as is, and all the cases for it except my Bitty Kitty case, which I will get into more depth later. But I put all the cases that I have for it up on there, and I said, $100 or best offer. First $100 takes it. And someone offered me $85 for it, so I still have yet to message them back. But anyway, this video is going to be all over the place. I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to explain this as best as I can. I told you I've been through practical hell with this phone. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I didn't want to sell the old iPhone, the piece of crap iPhone, and my iPod before I got my new one, because I wanted to be able to back up on my computer and then restore this from the backup on iTunes or whatever. So last night, I was on Craigslist, my boyfriend was sitting next to me, and I was scrolling through things, and he's like, you know what, I will buy it for you right now, but you've got to promise me that as soon as I do and you get all your stuff transferred, that you sell your iPod and you sell your piece of crap iPhone and you pretty much just pay me back. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can manage that. So $85 for the iPod and $40 for the iPhone. That gave me $120 to play with. And then I still had owed my mom $40. So I was scrolling through last night and I found a white iPhone 4 16 gigabyte for only $200, for $200, and my boyfriend called him right away. The guy had only posted it like 5 minutes before I looked at the post, and my boyfriend called him and he's like, would you take $150 cash right now? And the guy's like, no, right now I'll do $170 just because I like you. And pays to have a cool boyfriend, like, yeah. But anyway, so I got my phone last night, $170 cash. But everything works on it. I tested everything out. The camera works. The flash works. On the old iPhone, the flash didn't even work on the camera. The Wi-Fi works. Everything works on it, and it is amazing. Now, you guys are probably going to ask me, why did you want an iPhone if you had an iPod? The reason I wanted an iPhone is because I am a huge picture person. I love taking pictures. I am a photographer. So, with Instagram and everything, you guys, if you've owned an iPod Touch 4G compared to an iPhone 4 camera, the iPhone 4 camera is so much better quality than the iPod. I mean, it's like a whole nother world. It's crazy. That's why I wanted it. So I can film decent vlogs and I can take decent, you know, beauty product pictures to post on my Instagram or like my Tumblr and everything like that. So I got my baby, and as for the iPod, I am contacting the guy today so I can sell it for 85 bucks. Cases and everything, and charger and everything, and I know that's a big loss, but like I said, the battery's dying on it anyway, and that home button doesn't even work on it. But that's not that big of a deal because you can use assistive touch. But anyway, everything works on this little beauty, and I have my Hello Kitty case on it right now. And as for the Android phone, I'm just going to let him take his time with it, and when and if he ever fixes it, I'll just sell it and either, you know, pay my mom back the money, or I will pay my boyfriend back the money, or I will sell it and save money for what I want. I'm not going to tell you guys what I want though, because it's kind of a secret. But anyway, saving up for something kind of that you guys will be excited about just as much as I will, I bet. But yes, I have my iPhone. Now, as for what is on my iPhone, an iPhone tag, everything like that, iPhone case collection, they will be up next. So, if you want to see what apps I use, what cases I have, everything like that, I will link both of those videos, the iPhone case collection video and the what's on my iPhone video, both in the description box once they are uploaded. If you look in the description box and there's no links for them, that means I haven't uploaded them yet. So, hopefully within the next day or two, I'm hoping to just do this one today, and then probably the what's on my iPhone tomorrow, and then the iPhone case collection the day after. So they're all bing, bang, boom in order. And again, all the links to the videos will be in the description box below in case you see this video first and you want to go look at the other ones. Yeah, they'll be down there, but again, if they're not down there, then I haven't uploaded them yet. So be patient with me, you guys. Be patient. But that is why it has taken me so long to make this stinking video. But now I've made it, so I'm going to go. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please post them in the comments below, and I will try to reply as many people as I can. And yeah, I guess I'm going to talk to you guys in my next video. Alright,